It's time. Here it goes. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. Sorry if I seem a little late. But, here I am. Hi, Sledge and Pedro. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. I'll admit, with my new computer, there's some early scuff. And it seems to have, how do I put this? Well, starting streams takes a little longer. Almost went over the clock, too. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Enjoyed your weekend. It is the first day of December. Can you believe it? I sure can. This year has been... Ugh. Oh, hi Max, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Let me readjust the microphone a little bit. I feel like it's on the harsher side. But yeah, it's December. Yay. For those who are just coming in, I am codenamed Catfish. I'm neither cat nor fish. I'm a robot. Yep, that is me. I'm using the new computer to stream off of once again. So, if I sound a little different, or if, the performance of things is better or worse, it looks like it has become somewhat worse from Saturday. Yes. The latency isn't terrible, but it was better on Saturday, at least according to the stats. It's 7 seconds now. That sucks. But yeah, I gotta say though, trying to improve, things like voice and some other stuff was what I was trying to do since January. And, I kinda wish that I did have that all sorted out by January. Because I feel like a lot has happened then. Like, a lot that might have deterred me. I think I would have been better off if, things worked out in January like they were supposed to. But yeah. But here I am. I have no idea how the hell I'm gonna climb back up. But, I'll try. For the moment. As far as videos and stuff go, they seem to be doing okay. It's mostly his streams that I'm worried about. But yeah. I guess we should just get started. Otherwise, there won't be a chat stream to chat about. Let me check something. I want to know what is up. Oh, we can talk about the CPUs first. Why don't we start with that? Sounds good. Let me put this over here. Oh god. Mouse is moving on its own. Let me move somewhere else. This is in the way. Ow. Okay. And I can have this keyboard out. And, let's get... Let me fix this page. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the, CPUs first. How's that sound? Let me go to desktop. Here we are. So, apparently, these CPUs, specifically this, the 9850X3D and the 9950X3D2, were supposedly leaked a few months ago. Or was it 2 months ago? I don't remember. But apparently, one seems to have been confirmed to their driver's page showing up. So we're looking at Video Card's article here, but basically, yeah, it showed up on their site. Basically, from what I understand, it's a better version of the 9000X, but it's only I think it only has a clock increase somewhere. I think the supposed speculated specs are on the page, right? Yeah. You can see it here. It seems to clock to 5.6 over 5.2. I don't know if it'll be priced the same. It kinda seems like it should be, it should. Cause I don't know if it'd be worth more than the 9000X 3D at its normal price. Like, if this makes this cheaper, I'm down for it. That's what I think it should do. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think this should be the same price as this. And this should be discounted. That would be the smart thing to do. Because I don't know if this seems to be that much better than the normal X3D. Maybe. And there's also another one, but it hasn't been officially revealed yet. It is the 9950 X3D 2. So basically what this is it has another 3D V cache chip thing. It has 2 instead of 1. That would be very interesting to see in action. Or at least it's speculated to have 2. I should say that. So yeah, it's got more cache. It seems to be slightly less locked down from the 9950 X3D. So, I guess that's technically bad, but it won't really matter if you're gonna feel the benefits here. But it uses more wattage. 30 full watts or more. At least here they use the same amount of watts, but this just seems to be a higher clocked 9000 X3D. This is a different chip. But yeah. So, I'm interested to see how this is. I know some people are waiting for Zen 6 instead of getting this. Or maybe this, if it is announced. Now, I believe this was announced because, there were other rumored CPUs coming, which, to be honest with you, I don't know if they would, even tread on AMD's current win. But check this out. These were talked about last month. This is Intel's, chips, the 290K and the, I think there's a 270K as well, and 250K, but these are rumors. As far as I'm aware, they say leaks. But yeah, I don't think these were officially announced. I don't know why that's not loading, but whatever. They also seem to be better versions of their CPUs that are currently out. My problem with processing power nowadays is how gains are exponentially decreasing, even in the premium chips. Yeah. Maybe the 6 gigahertz is the next frontier. Probably. I guess we'll see in due time. Maybe Zen 6 will be, where it's out. We'll see. Excuse me. But anyway. So yeah, since these seem to be rumored, it is implied that AMD may have announced the 9000X 3D. Well, I don't know if it was technically announced. It just showed up on their driver's site. It might not be announced technically. I'm not sure. I didn't check. Anyway, so yeah. So from what I understand about these two chips, they perform worse than the Raptor Lake 14th gen ones, but they're more stable. Which, admittedly, I don't really know too much. I think I only know 2 people with, Arrow Lake. Maybe this refresh would be better than the 14900K, which I have, by the way. But I don't know. All I know is, they're not... I don't think they're technically better than AMD's. But yeah. Their gains seem to be... The turbo's higher here from the 265K. As well as, this has the lower base clock. Not really sure what to think of that. Other than that, these seem to be the same for power. Oh yeah, this has more E-cores, supposedly. And the 250K too. Also seems to have some... Actually, as if... Yeah, for some reason their base clock is downed. For both the 270K and the 250K from their initial counterparts. Not really sure what to think of that, but they have more E-cores. I assume they'll perform better anyway. But with these two chips, at least, I'm not really sure about the 285K. I often see this and this go on sale for under their normal price. In fact, I don't remember what their normal price is. But yeah. I like to think these are good options when they're on sale. But only if they're on sale. I don't think their original price, these are worth it when the AMD processors exist. And that's what I think. As for the 290K, it actually has the same base for P and E cores. Their turbo, yeah, the turbo is higher. And they have the same amount of cores. So I don't know how much better this is compared to... I mean, I'm sure it's better in some way, but... Yeah. It also seems like their memory support is higher. Which is interesting. Because I run a, 6600 megahertz in my main machine. My RAM. Which seems to work alright. Or maybe it doesn't. That computer, that computer streams worse than the one I'm streaming on, which is less specs overall. So who knows? So that said, speaking of processors, I got a new processor, last night. Check it out. Why is this open? Finally, I have a 9000X 3D. Check it out. It's awesome. So now, I can actually use my, Miku motherboard. Which I'm gonna try soon. Probably after the stream. I didn't really want this to be my new test bench. But it might be because things have gone not right. I don't know if I would use this RAM though, but I could. Yep, it's Miku. For those that have seen my Miku motherboard video, now we might be able to see its BIOS and stuff soon. Gonna be hype. Why is this picture all the way over here? Anyway, so these RAM sticks were my main build before I replaced them in January. I just hope the Miku movie can get an Oscar. That would be nice. I should switch to my happy face. There we go. So anyway. So yeah. I'll probably test this out later today if I'm not too tired. The Miku movie isn't that the Game Awards, right? It's not really game related. It's not a video game adaptation. Damn. I still can't believe that Sonic 3 got snubbed from the Game Awards. That shit bothers me. Bothers everyone. Really tone deaf too. Considering everyone saw the movie nominees in the Game Awards, and Sonic 3 wasn't there. Just slap some Miku graphics on the components and their prices increased by 200%. Dude. So, I explained this in the Miku motherboard video. When I saw the normal version of this board, I think the normal price is $400, but I saw on sale for $300. It was $300 at the time I saw it. When I was making that video, right? The normal version of this board was $300 on sale. So then, Asus slaps Miku on it, and suddenly, it's 300 more bucks. But there's another motherboard beyond this one that has Itsune Miku and Asus's original the character. So they slapped Asus's original the character on the motherboard, and they increased it by another 300 bucks. It's a $900 board, chat. This is 600 bucks. But the motherboard is exactly the same. It's absurd. I can't wait for people to meme on the new Game Awards no one respects anymore. Absolutely. The Game Awards is a joke. Now, there are some games that probably deserve their awards every now and then, but you know. Hello, 6XLR, welcome to the stream. We're talking about the Miku motherboard. I love Miku, but all I can say is rip off. It sure is. It's flight. That means you're flying. This is my main account. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a good weekend. But yeah, I could have waited for the 9950X 3D. I don't know if it was worth it, considering this is more of just a clock boost. From what I see, maybe it has a better Vcache chip, the 9950X 3D. I'm not really sure. But I found this on sale, so I went for it. It was 20 bucks off. MSRP, I got it from Newegg. So anyway, yeah. This will be pretty cool to test out. Alright. So yeah, I can't wait to try this out. I should put this here. You may recognize this account name. I'm the same person. Oh. I see now. Welcome to this stream. Now you're here with 2 accounts. Hello, looking forward to the Miku hardware test stream. I ain't actually announced that. But, I mean, I could, if I knew that there wasn't gonna be any sensitive information shown up. I don't know how you benchmark a motherboard. I mean, I could try and do that, but this is my regular account. I see now. Welcome. Um, but yeah. As for this video that I'm still working on, yeah, it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna need some real editing magic to make this video look good. One, all the videos and pictures are kind of dull looking. And, I might be able to redo the video shots of me putting in the processor in. But, to fix some things. Fix some footage. But yeah. But, yeah, this isn't coming out anytime soon. That's for sure. I just hope that I can get it out within Q1 of 2026. Once I get this out, or actually I could do this during, I could do a 5060 Ti benchmark stream some time in between. Maybe I'll do it around, I can do that in December actually, this month. But yeah, but we'll see. I'm using this computer right now to stream off of. It's actually working pretty well. I think it works better than my main computer for streaming because my voice is brighter. There isn't as much stuttering. There isn't this weird in between my talking. That sounds really awkward. So it sounds like I'm talking more fluently. And it is more comfortable to talk through as well. I'm still using the VoiceBox PC too. This is what I was trying to achieve in January. What do you end up doing with the parts and pieces you review after the videos? Well, so the parts, I could sell them off. I think I gave one away to a family. I still have the GPU sitting in my closet somewhere. For the test bench, well, I reuse. Though I'm probably gonna replace the test bench's motherboard soon. But yeah. It's either I give them to my family or sell them off or something. So I haven't really done much of that. Probably sell RAM for quite the profit if I wanted to. But yeah. I'm still using my main computer though because that has a 4090 in it. And I use that for video editing, so yeah. And this is purely for streaming. And I like how cool it stays too. This is 44 degrees. When my main computer was streaming, it was at 65 degrees. Even though it idles under 40. And a lot of hot air comes out of the computer. But it's not coming from the 4090, it's coming from the fucking 14900K, which is undervolted by the way. But now, this has a 9600X in it. It's pretty neat. I was also thinking of getting a, you can see the LM here, ILM here, that what it's called. I was gonna put a bracket here instead. I put on the Miku motherboard instead. Or I will probably put on the Miku motherboard instead, but yeah. I do like, thermal rights coolers, though. This displays, well, it's not displaying now, but this would display the CPU temperature. You can get to display the GPU temperature as well, if you wanted to. I kind of wish there was a clock on here. That way I can just look at the time on my computer. I was looking at other AIOs. I don't know how good their AIOs are. Maybe they're good. I like to think they're good. I feel like I'm staring into the guts of an alien life form biology class. It's interesting. They look complicated. I think this is one of my neater computers besides self cable management up here. Or I should say, this is one of the more simpler builds. It was just more complicated with gloves on. Camera angles. I don't know if I can make it look simple in the video, but that's why I decided to not make a tutorial video. Just make a PC build video. And I don't think YouTube likes tutorial videos right now anyway. Like, yeah, so this is a GPU, right? This is the power cable that goes into the GPU. The power supply is here. There's only 3 plugs plugged into the power supply. The motherboard, which is here. Here's the motherboard cable. This is a GPU cable. And this only has 1 CPU cable, so... Yep. Only 3, wire sets for the power supply. So the motherboard is here. YouTube's friggin'... Yeah, they're being like... They're straight up... So YouTube has been, having an aneurysm, probably with their AIs and stuff. I heard that they were deleting million sub-channels and under. Deleting tutorial videos, banning channels. Yeah. That's not good. One of the boons of YouTube was tutorials. It was one of the greatest things about YouTube. So it kinda sucks that they're doing this. I think everyone is on the clock on YouTube, it seems. But yeah, I guess we'll see how far I can go. So yeah, this is motherboard. The CPU is under the cooler. There is wires. This is a fan wire. This is where this fan is connected. And this one is where I connected these 3 fans. You can daisy chain these thermal, right, fans. I don't know how long they'll last, but they seem to be performing alright. Time is it? Sorry. Anyway, they seem to be performing alright. But these are all daisy chained. I wouldn't usually daisy chain more than 3. I don't know, the max voltage or whatever the limit is. But yeah. This is RGB cable. I think all of these are daisy chained together. The RGB on the fans. But yeah. And these are 140mm fans. These 2 are 120. These fans were cheap, that's why I got them. What else? Oh yeah, there's a USB plug here for this piece. So that's where I think it's this wire. Oh hi Bear, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I think that's about it. There actually wasn't well, there's the header for the case power button. And the USB-C for the case. I think USB-A on the case is somewhere over here. Yeah, this cable. But yeah, there actually isn't that much that goes to building this specific computer. I like how simple it is. I just kind of wish my cable management was slightly better. I think it's okay here. This USB-C cable, I don't really like it. It's actually much more fidgety than it looks. Like, these break easy. It doesn't feel like it, but it does. So that's why it's kind of like this. Oh yeah, well I think the computer looks fine for the most part. But I did have to redo the cabling a little bit. But yeah, I could probably do better in the future if I cared enough. But yeah. But yeah, there really isn't much going into this computer. Sometimes it can't really be helped. That is true. You can see, my mouse and keyboard is connected with this dongle. I used a wireless mouse and keyboard. You can see it here. This cheap keyboard and mouse, which actually worked pretty well. This monitor is a 1080p 24-inch LG monitor. I think I got this monitor for 120 bucks last year, or was it 2 years ago? Now all we need to do is test benchmark it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I actually intend to do that. But, not after, not after the video. Which, well, I mean, I guess I could do it before the video. Can it run the Crisis? We would have to find out. But yeah. I think when I got this monitor, it was a good deal. I'm not using it right now, so I'm using my big monitor. You can hear my mouse clicks when I talk. But only when I talk. It is very interesting. Anyway. So yeah. What else was I gonna talk about? The monitor I'm using is a 32-inch 4K LG monitor that uses nano LED. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about RAM. I don't really have an article for RAM specifically, so to be honest, I don't think I have anything new to talk about RAM, but we can look at their prices. So for those that don't know, GP making the sick beats. Oh yeah, I have FL Studio open, but we gotta talk about RAM. Otherwise this stream would be clickbait. Oh yeah, Cyber Monday is going on. So anyway, unfortunately that doesn't affect them. RAM prices. So for those that don't know, we'll get to the sick beats, don't you worry. I'm probably do something. $600? I don't even think they're 600 bucks anymore. I think they're 900 plus. I don't know. We'll check in a moment. So yeah, for those that don't know, RAM prices have gone up last month. Maybe they were steadily going up in October. But RAM prices went up because, supposedly, all the AI firms are, hoarding them all up. Which is true. But, yeah, the manufacturers might also be raising the price of RAM. Which I think they did, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, anyway, they've been hoarding up all the RAM for their AI stuff. I guess it's fast enough for them now. So because of this, and the extreme demand on RAM, well, oh, the VPN set to Canada, that's why it's asking that. But yeah, this is 32 gigabytes. These are around 100 bucks. You could even have found them for under 100 sometimes. Now they're over 400 bucks. That's not good. $900 for RAM. It better come with a GF or BF built in. I know, right? Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't good. They basically cost as much as a little less than a GPU now. This is under 400 bucks. I like Team Force's RAM. It's always been reliable to me. I want to upgrade to 64 gigs Then I saw the price, it's also why I'm sticking with AM4. Yeah, I think DDR4 prices went up too. Probably not as much. I gotta check those out. What's this? This is DDR3. 1600 megahertz? I think my Alienware uses 1600 when I upgraded the sticks. And I still had my X51. Those were good times. 350 USD for DDR4, 64 GB of G skill. Oof. I mean, that's still better than 900, but that's still oof. On Amazon. so yeah, we'll look at this one. This is 6. Wait, this is 2 times 6. This is 128 gigabyte. I'm surprised this is on sale. That's a surprise. It's considered on sale. I guess, with the context of things, this is considered a good deal, in quotes. Here's 64 gigabytes. Look at this. Yeah, this is 6,000 megahertz. Compared to this, I think you're better off spending the extra getting this. If you really had to get RAM for something. But yeah. This is actually less than 600. These are around 200, 300 bucks for 64 gigabytes of RAM. I'm gonna start gaming at 1080p, 1080i instead of 1080p. A Canadian friend of mine sent me a screenshot of 64 gigabyte DDR5. That's 1047. C80. Oof. Yeah, I could literally buy myself a GF with that type of money. Not gonna lie, that's insane. Gonna buy a GF. Maybe you can rent a girlfriend. Rent a girlfriend manga. Yeah, that's a interesting manga. I don't think I'm not sure if it seems like the conscious is that I read the manga, but the conscious is people don't really like it very much for potential obvious reasons. Oh god, not that show. Yeah. Most of these deals are disappointing, to be honest. Oh, absolutely. I don't even know why they're on sale. This is 300 bucks. Bleh. This is... Well, wait a second. This is DDR4, yeah. This is overpriced. What? Yeah. If you're, like, on a hitch for RAM... Actually, this is not the worst thing in the world. But these were much cheaper. So was this. But yeah, DDR4 is definitely affected, just not as much affected as DDR5. I do know that in Rent a Girlfriend, Ruka is best girl. But yeah. Alright. So anyway. There are some people, I saw this on Twitter, supposedly there are gamers boycotting the RAM prices by not buying them. Like any of them can. But here's what I think about that. So, these RAM firms are just gonna buy up all the RAM that the gamers will not, buy, right? They might. I don't know if they're willing to buy at a to buy them high, considering that these are still technically in stock. I'm not sure. I don't know if a boycott would work. But, basically, the boycott, and I put this in quotes, is basically waiting for the market to correct itself. Considering how Valve apparently can't get their Steam machines subsidized, it makes me feel powerless. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. They announced it and random stuff's going on. DR3 and DR2 is the way to go in 2025. Time to bring back modding 771 CPU and 775 sockets again. If you can get those motherboards at a reasonable price with DDR3, yeah. I think that is fine, I guess. But yeah. So, and I seen some stuff about AI recently. I didn't realize how serious prompting was. Like ChatGPT, right? Actually, I think I can use ChatGPT without having to log in or anything. I don't know if it has a monthly or a daily limit, or maybe both. But I saw this video of someone trying to teach how to prompt. It's really weird. Like, usually you just ask AI to do something and then it'll give you an answer, but it might not be accurate, right? Yeah, supposedly there's a thing you can do with the AI you're talking to, is like, you make it put it in a scenario or give it a persona, if you will. Turn the AI into a persona. Like, you say to AI, oh, you're a doctor or something, and then it'll act like a doctor. And supposedly, if you ask it medical questions while it thinks it's a doctor, and if you give it enough context, supposedly, it'll increase its accuracy. I just thought that was interesting. But I feel like if you're doing all that work, you'd be searching out like a proper doctor anyway. Are DR4 or 5 even worth it? I can't point out a single game that has issues to older RAM. I think DDR4 feels better with everything else, personally. But DDR5 is definitely more questionable if it's worth it or not. But I think DDR4, you can kind of feel the difference between that and DDR3. Now, AI needs a lot of power and water every time a new tech comes out. Super inefficient when it comes out. Like CPU, GPU, or whatever tech comes out the last few years. Yeah, AI does use a bit too much power these days. Have you imagined what will be in? Have you imagined what it will be, Generva in Sora 2? I seen some of the Sora 2 stuff. It is kind of crazy, but yeah. But anyway, so basically, this boycott that people are talking about is basically waiting for a price correction. In other words, if the AI bubble pops and the market crashes, and then maybe, just maybe, all those AI firms will probably start selling off their RAM at high prices, which you don't buy, by the way. And then, eventually they can't. And then they'll sell low. I believe, that would be ideal scenario. Making tech efficient is the key to making it cheap. Hopefully, in the next years they can make it tech efficient things that cheap again, cause my I can't take these prices. I sure hope so. Right now, they seem to feel like they're hardware limited and power limited too. But they insist on buying all of these GPUs and RAM. At least the server GPUs, like, the H100 and stuff. But yeah. What are deals here anyway? Cyber Monday. 63% off on computer systems. Let's see if they're worth it, shall we? 1,200 bucks. What are the specs on this thing? Aquilin Aqua Gaming PC. At least it's not underwater. Windows 11, 14700F 5060 Ti. It doesn't tell you which 5060 Ti is. It does, do they? AI-powered performance. Blech. It doesn't mean anything for gamers, by the way. Well, actually, it does. AI-powered performance might mean it performs worse. When you have those fucking agentic AI running around Windows. 32GB DDR5. This is actually not bad. But what is the GPU? 16GB? Actually, this might be alright. I think this is okay value for what this is. Because the GPU and the RAM is not bad. The CPU is fine. This could probably be 2TB. But other than that, I think this is actually okay for the most part. Gonna have to start taking a loan for a new RAM chip. Friday Momber. Friday Momber. Did I say that? Cyber Monday. But anyway, yeah. This is 800 bucks. We don't know the Steam Machine's price. But, if this performs like the Steam Machine, yeah, it's gonna have a bit of competition. Now, mind you, this is on sale, but... So this has got 5068GB. 32 gigs of RAM. DDR4. So this seems to have a leg up over the Steam Machine. Plus, I think this Steam Machine has 60GB of DRAM. A bad thing about Cyber Monday and Black Friday is the rampant scams for businesses and buyers. It's wild. Yeah, for sure. Especially Black Friday. I mean, Black Friday's a scam these days in general. Notice that on Black Friday, nothing interesting goes down in price. Like all the stupid items go down in price. If they're even really down in price. I like to think Cyber Monday is a little better. But I'm not really sure. I mean, the computers seem like they're alright, but I don't know. Lukewarm take, but I feel the Steam Machine is another attempt at trying to console-fly the PC. It's for people that want the PC experience as a console experience, if that even makes sense. It is kind of a weird trend. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, because I think the Steam Deck does a pretty good job at it personally. And with the Steam Deck, you can get that for 300 bucks, or around 300 bucks. But, yeah. I put an extra 0, chat. Try close these. These still haven't went up. I'm surprised. Wait a sec, what is that? I don't have this GPU specifically, do I? No, I do have this GPU. I think I got this for $359. But this is saying it's $370 over here. I did have a feeling that GPU prices were gonna go up. But it does seem like that might happen soon. Black Friday, just not gonna lie, this is why I only bought coffee on Black Friday. Bro. So, I was gonna get coffee for my mom. The Starbucks coffee. And that didn't even fucking go down in price on Black Friday. The fuck? Black Friday's always been a scam, to be honest. Yeah, I think for the most part it's been crappy for a while. You say $369? Yes. It is better than $67. A meme that I don't understand. They hype it up, then the deals arrive, and they're not good at all. So they raise the prices of things, they hype it up, and then put it back to its normal price, if even. On Black Friday, it's the most absurd thing ever. Actually, they're kind of doing this on Cyber Monday now with these GPUs. At least I think so. This wasn't $370. At least I don't think it was. And if it was $369, they upped it by $1. But since you're hyped, you're kind of pressured to buy something. The best way to deal with being pressured to buy something is to be poor as fuck. That's one way to deal with it. But yeah, I see what you mean. $4.99 every other Black Friday. $7.99 discount to $4.99, right? So yeah, I'm running the 9060 XT in my streaming machine right now. I personally think it's a good GPU, the 16GB one. So I think for this price, this is pretty good. Personally, I'm using this exact one. The only thing you should know about the 9060 XT, it's only got 2 display ports, doesn't have 3. Which granted, it can work with, but still. I think it's something you should keep in mind. The 5060 Ti, on the other hand, implying that there's 16GB ones, their prices actually haven't, well, this one hasn't went up in price. But some of these are over, $420 anyway. So these might still, well, I don't know. I personally think this GPU should be under $400. But I did buy one for, $420. That's what's running on my test bench right now. Because I had a feeling their prices were gonna go up, but they ain't go up yet. I thought that's interesting. And remember, there's 8GB versions of the 5060 Ti and the 9060 XT, which are cheaper, but again, they only got 8GB. So, that's something to keep in mind. I would buy you if you were on sale, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, there, since you're here, I updated the chat rules. They're in the description. You might want to take a look at it before, commenting. Just want to point that out. Anyway. So yeah. Just be careful with the 8GB ones. If you're gonna get these cards, I go for the 16GB ones. Cause, I don't think the 8GB ones are worth it. When you can find other 8GB cards that are, Oh hey Max, welcome to this stream. I hope you're doing well. We are talking about prices. Actually, we're looking at Cyber Monday stuff. Newegg sells more than computer parts though, don't they? I think they even have Nendoroids on here. Do they even go on sale? Do they even have good Nendoroids? Oh, look at that. They have one character. It doesn't say what character this is. Forgot her name. She's from Rising of the Shield Hero. You can get close up. Nendoroids, sir. Some of them are some. Ah, there's a Mugus. I am fine, good to know you're right. Yep, all is well. She's from Yeah, she's Nina from Quintessential Triplets. We got ourselves a RAM. There's one way to get cheap RAM, chat. Not gonna have Rice and Ruin, interesting. Oh yeah, there's I forgot about that game. I wanted to play it. This is how you get RAM, chat. This is how you get RAM for cheap. Fortunately, the AI firms didn't hog this RAM yet. Yeah, I really hate scammers, not gonna lie, like it should. A few days where things should be for sale this year sucks so much. It does suck. I still think, at least currently, it's not as bad as the crypto boom of 2021 and 2022. Have you bought anything on sale this year? I did. I bought the 9800X 3D. That's what I got. I bought it literally yesterday. Came in 3 hours. Pretty dope. But anyway, it's funny how everyone loves RAM, but not RAM. They should love RAM. They might love it right now since RAM is went up. RAM is a cheap girl. I'm shocked. Now, take my like. Thank you for the likes. It's almost 1 o'clock. If you guys happen to like this stream, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Like buttons help on YouTube. At least they're supposed to. Hopefully YouTube don't ban me for anything weird. These days, you never know. While RAM is very cold sometimes, be nice to have cool RAM sticks. But yeah, I don't think they have any Miku Nendoroids though. Nah. I think all the Miku ones are expensive though. Burn CP, burn. I want a Rappy. Is there a Rappy here? You mean the I hate when I looked at this. I was thinking of something else because where its finger is. But yeah, they have some Nendoroid stuff here. Oh, look at that. There's a Hinata one. Another. Quintuplet is here as well. The Nikkei character. Did I see the Nikkei one here? Any Nikkei ones here? There's an Arknights one. I didn't see a Rappy. Let's see if they have a Rappy. Nah. Just RAM. Is there a Tanya Duger Chef one? Let's check. It's probably not a Newegg, but whoops. What the hell is this typing? Nendoroid Tanya. Oh god. There we go. Not just a Gridman Android. I remember that anime. That was the one with the... That's the one with the pink girl, right? Wait, unless that's something else. No, that was Darling in the Franxx. Gridman is, I keep getting my anime mixed up, chat. But yeah. All the typing? Yeah, I fucked up the type. Looks like a common writer. Kinda. Gridman was Gridman, with, there was a black hair chick with short skirt and very big thighs. Rika? Is that her name? And there was a pink haired chick too. Or was it light purple? I don't remember their names. I just remember I watched this. Gridman, yeah, she had a really long sleeve too. Rika, yes. Yeah, I saw a lot of fan art of her, so I remember that. And the other chick too. But yeah. These are Nendoroid dolls. I'd never tried any of the Nendoroid dolls before. But yeah. They don't seem to be on sale though, are they? They just happen to be cheaper Nendoroids here. On Newegg. Oh yeah, laptops, that's a, completely different conversation. I never really liked laptop prices. I think for their performance. Most of them are rip-offs. Even on sale. But, is it weird that I like dolls? Nope. It might be weird to normies, but considering you're in a VTuber stream, I think dolls are absolutely fine. Even if I don't really have any. At the moment. This got a 5070 laptop GPU. How much VRAM does, this says 16 gigs, but I don't know if that's... Yeah, that's RAM. VRAM. That... How is there no 32 gigabyte option? There's only 16 and 64. Very strange. Anyway, I'm kinda not liking this laptop. I don't think, I think 16 gigabytes, if you're running Windows especially, 16 gigabytes ain't worth it. But yeah. Oh, look at that, it's at $99.50. This doesn't look like it's on sale, though. What's the MSRP for this? It doesn't even say it's on sale. What is it sale against? This isn't even on... I got this cheaper on Amazon. That is very strange. Maybe someone had it on the cart? Who knows? But yeah. Pretty much, oh yeah, I want to look at SSDs. Because people were warning about SSD prices too. Because of NAND. Let's see. You see, before the whole, RAM thing, you can get a 1TB NVMe for under $100. Now, mind you, this is a 990 Pro. So maybe it was over 100 anyway for 1TB, but still. The SNA50X is usually a good SSD. That was for really good prices too. Because on eBay, it doesn't matter if someone had it in cart. If you pay it first and it's yours, yeah. I believe that is how that works. You were able to find this for under 300 before. Now, it's not 400, so I still think this is okay. But yeah, the ATB ones are... This is better value than this, I think. Apparently. The ATB one's under 800. I remember when these were 1,000 not too long ago. I think that was last year. Might have been the beginning of this year, actually. But yeah, I don't think you can find 1TB ones on here or Amazon or whatever for under 100 like you used to be able to. It's not insane because this is ATB. This is actually the cheapest I've seen it. It might have been cheaper before. This I'm more worried about because 4TB ones, this is getting too close to 400. You were able to find them for sub 300 before. Like, these SSDs were on sale for the longest time. Look at it, there's a blue one. This is SSN, that's not right. There's another one by him, Western Digital, which I think is also good. Come on, and load. Is it even here? Yeah, it is. These are really cheap. Well, I guess they still are, but I think I bought this for my VoiceBox PC for, was it 110 bucks? I have to check. I can't check now though. But yeah. That site is so loading because of all the cyber shoppers. There's that, and it could also be that I'm using a VPN. You can check Amazon. Let's check Amazon. Sometimes they have better or worse deals. I don't want to change address. Well, I guess we're looking at Canada stuff. Whatever. The prices seem to be similar. But yeah. This is a little cheaper here than on Newegg. But I've seen these for sub 300 for 4TBs before. Let's check RAM. Personally, I like to have one smaller drive for the OS alone, then a bigger one with all my data. This way, if something happens and have to reset, nothing is lost. Yeah, that makes sense. My main computer uses a 4TB C drive. For the operating system. While I have an 8TB HDD in it. But I also have a 2TB, 3 other 4TB. I think there's a second 2TB in my main machine, so that has a lot of storage though. That computer's a special case. Time to start drop shipping SSD to the rich AI companies. You know what they say, eat the rich. Be careful. Well, I don't think that would turn political. I don't know. Just be careful of politics. Anyway. I used to have that set up in my Alien X51. Yeah. I was only able to fit one, well, I could probably fit another drive in X51, but I wasn't really, you see, eventually switch it with a, 2.5-inch SSD. I think I could have fit another one. At the time, I didn't have the cables to. But yeah, I had 2TB in there. And now that computer is apart. I still have the motherboard though, so I could still use it technically. But yeah. This is 96 gigabytes. This was also cheaper. I don't remember what the price was though. But yeah. These 48 hands is that speed is pretty fast though. Hmm. These are still bad deals, but they're cheaper than I expected. Hmm. I can get used. Wait, is that used? I don't know. This is only 5600 megahertz though. It can't be shipped to Canada? Aw. I don't know, but I feel that having more than 64 gigs of RAM is overkill. It probably is. I run 64 gigabytes in my main machine, and I actually use more than 32 for video editing. Fortunately, I haven't reached a cap yet. I think 64 gigabytes is alright. Some people run 48 gigabytes, which is probably enough. But yeah. But 32, I thought 32 was gonna be the standard for gamers and stuff. But I guess it won't be if it's gonna be expensive. But yeah. What else? What else do they have on sale that's relevant? Absolutely nothing of value. You can get yourself a nerdy shirt. That would be cool to have. It's a lot. Yep. Deals on computers, so they should be good. I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh, these are Wi-Fi thingy-majiggies. These laptops are probably rip-offs. Considering this is... Oh yeah, this is a Raptor Lake one, isn't it? Or is it Alder Lake? Usually 13 is Raptor Lake. But I think some of the, 13th gen is Alder Lake. I don't know about this one. This is a 13620 each. It's probably Raptor Lake. This is a Lenovo 14G4. I don't know how good it is. I had a Lenovo laptop with the red nub and all. That was my first laptop. It had 1 gigabyte of RAM, chat. That was back in 2006, I think. 1 gigabyte. The computer was good for its time until it wasn't. The internet decides to, have more complex pages while looking simple. The CPU still cores and performance 6. That is what it's. That's what it says, right? Well, it's probably what it is. But yeah. So this might be good, I don't know. It's pretty OP for a laptop CPU, not gonna lie. If only it wasn't 50 watts of power. That price difference between versions is insane. Let's see. It doesn't even have more RAM. Well, actually, 32 gigs of RAM would cost more than both these laptops. This probably costed like 16 gigs of RAM. I assume this uses DDR4. But yeah. Curious. I prefer getting some gaming laptop for that. Yeah. Speaking of gaming laptops, let's see if this is a ripoff. This is 1879 chip. It's got a 5070 Ti. How much is a mobile 5070 Ti's VRAM? I don't know. 32 gigabytes. 1 TB SSD. It might be alright, I don't know. I don't know if I would pay that much for this though. But it sure looks like a gaming laptop. Wait, what's its processor? Ultra 9? Yeah, this uses Intel. In your opinion, that's a reasonable price for a laptop? Maybe? I don't know. You see, laptop prices are very strange to me. I think you can easily get ripped off with laptop stuff. At least with these specs. Fine, if there's enough, what's a reasonable price for a laptop? I say no, I want to say with specs like these, I don't think it should cost more than 1,500. But that's just me. I know they never are. But, yeah. Because I don't like that they, like, yeah, I understand they're more portable. But, like, I don't know if that's worth the, novelty. And I guess comparing this to pre-built, some pre-builts are cheaper than this. But yeah. I don't know. Prices for laptops are weird to me. The display is not 16 by 9. This is 256 by 1600. It's some kind of 1440p laptop, but it's got more pixels in it. Actually, I can't even say it's 1440p. Technically, it's 1600p. It's got 1 TB. The RAM speed is 5600 MHz. This would be great for someone living in a 200 square feet home or apartment, I guess. In the economy, you only get 67 square feet. I remember there being a port on the back of some gaming laptops where you could connect an external GPU device. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Let me get a drink. To crank up the power, whatever happened to those? Do external GPUs use USB-C now? Or Thunderbolt or whatever? Is that why they got rid of them? Do you remember when laptops had those PCIe expansions? My old Lenovo had that, but I never used it. This doesn't have ports on the back. It's probably on the sides. 2 USBs. These are A's. Let's see. I assume this is an Ethernet port, a lock port, HDMI. Yeah, it looks like it has an okay amount of ports. This is just for headphone. Well, I guess it could be a headphone or a mic, but still. Oh look, there's an SD card slot. I hope that's an SD card slot. There's still, I think they use the same ports as they use now, and it's more different, I guess, cause if your SSD port is too far away from the CPU, it may not be as good. Truth is, laptops may suck, but they used to be a lot worse in 2000. That is true. Yeah, laptops were... sheesh. I know the laptop I used to have was horrible. I mean, it did what it had to do. But still. Damn, my job internet sucks, damn. Quick Amazon search, they still exist, and they use Thunderbolt? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, say after, say, 2015 is where they start to improve slightly. When I got the MSI laptop, my first MSI laptop was in 2017. I loved that thing, but I gave that one away to family. It had a 1060, it had a 1060 mobile in it. It was a really good laptop. I think it had a 10th gen, was it 10th gen? No. It had a 7th gen mobile Intel processor in it. Yeah, I remember now. I think it was a 7700H processor, and it had 16 gigabytes of RAM, but I remember upgrading the RAM on that machine. And the SSD. It was a really good laptop. It was some kind of MSI laptop. I forgot exactly what it was called, but I loved that thing. Razer Core X is $349.99, and Asus ROG XG Mobile is $1,300. That reminds me, yeah, those are the external GPUs, right? I never really tried those. I spell everything wrong. Yeah, this has a 5070 Ti in it. Yeah, that's what I thought. They use USB-C. I owned a Gateway FX back in the day. Oh, cool. Seems like you know a lot about this, Max. Max knows. Max. Oh yeah, we have two Maxes in the chat. But yeah. Since I have not a great PC, plus I go out a lot, I have to buy a good laptop. But yeah, that's understandable. If you go out a lot, you probably need a laptop. Yes. Two Maxes. Not the best, but really helps me. You have one within Core i7. I wonder what generation it is. They also call me by my first name, Nestor, but I mean, you probably don't want to put your real details in the chat. I know it's just a first name. And remember, I'm just a VTuber. But yeah. I just probably should let you know that. Just be careful with putting personal details about yourself in the chat. I know first name probably won't really do anything. But yeah. Let's see. Well, yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. They're probably selling crock pot. It's just no big deal. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, don't give your last name. And, what the hell is that? That magic, it's Magic Gathering stuff. Is that a chocobo? I gotta get to bed. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming out to this stream. Hope you have a good one, Amelia. Bye-bye. I wouldn't feel comfortable using those external, graphics cards. I don't blame you. I think they're probably alright. But yeah. Knowing that a connection depends on one flimsy cable. USB-C sure is some an adventure. I mean, they'll probably give you the right cable, but there's a lot of different versions of USB-C and Thunderbolt and all that. USB 4. I know it's supposed to make things simpler, but I think it complicates things. I also know that if you use a USB-C extension cable, it's apparently unsafe. That's why I don't think the world is technically ready for USB-C, even if it has its advantages. I mean, on phones it's probably fine, but like, you know, I'm gonna assume that the controllers are probably not the best, but who knows? But I see what you mean. This is an MSI laptop. I know most of the phones use USB-C, which is fine. It's just that, USB-C as a standard is weird. Ugh. I think they just should have made, at least for computers, have a USB-A version of, what C can do. That's just me. But I don't know. This is an MSI Katana. I have a question actually. What do you guys recommend me of a laptop for my job as a graphic designer? A graphic designer laptop. Well, you obviously want some with a GPU in it. Don't these companies have laptops advertised for such? I thought so. I mean, they're probably just gaming laptops overall. Well, no. MacBook. I mean, I guess that's an option, but you probably can't afford a MacBook. I have an HP Pavilion with Intel i7 processor. How old is it? It doesn't have a GPU, does it? It's 2018 and still works fine, but I would need a better laptop soon. Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't take my advice since I bought a ThinkPad just for Linux. Is it a good ThinkPad though? Some ThinkPads have GPUs in it. HP pad. Hold on. What is that spelling? Alright. I see. These ones have AMD, processors. Yours has some. Let me move this. Yours has some Intel processor. I don't know about these keyboards. I feel like I type better on some keyboards than others. I think it's a T480. T480. Um. Ah. Let's see. It looks like my old ThinkPad at first glance. Does look very interesting. I think they could have GPUs. I think they can have GPUs in it. This is too far now. There's probably different versions. Oh, god damn it. You didn't see that, chat. Alright. IBM ThinkPads were the laptop. That's true. I had an IBM ThinkPad, but that was my first laptop. All the new ones are Lenovo ones. These are probably ew, it's Copilot. Let's see. What are the specs? 14-inch. This is an 8th gen Intel i7. It's only got 8 gigabytes. Yours doesn't have 8 gigabytes, does it? I mean, as long as I can do my job and play some games, it's fine. Actually, let me... Laptops. Let me see if we can look under 1,000 and see if we can find something of... I'll start with 1,200, then 1,250 just in case. It's probably gonna depend on your budget, on what you can get. I think you can sort this by graphics card. I'm gonna assume that, a 3060 would be good, but I think they only got 6 gigabytes. Which probably would be alright for you, but... Oh, hi, Mississippi. Welcome to the stream. We're looking at laptops for Macs. Well, let's see what's here. And we sort by most expensive. Let's see. This doesn't say it has a GPU in it. And this doesn't have a price. This is a 3060 in it. I don't know what's the best for graphic design specifically. All I know is, you probably want a GPU, maybe. Maybe. This is 1920 by 1200. And ThinkPad has given it to the Windows AI devil. I think they all did. Maybe I can between 500 and 700 bucks. Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, you'll have less options. What's the best? So basically, it's gonna come down to processor. I'm not sure. Oh wait, what's this? This is a 9th gen processor. 1650, 12 gigabytes of RAM. This could be an option, but I don't know. That might depend on, if the prices are the same in your country. I mean, I live in Mexico, so the salary is very terrible. Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be the very best laptop as long as it works. This is green, chat. This only has 12 gigabytes of DRAM though. What's this one? This is 900 bucks though. This is a 3050 in it. Actually, I wonder if there are 3050 laptops for cheap. I don't know how good they are. This has a 3050. This has a Ryzen processor in it. These might be better deals actually. Possibly. This one. What's the RAM though? Here are the specs. This is an MSI thin. Yeah, this... I don't know the exact name. Why isn't it... This Gaming G series is what it says. Why does it show a completely different laptop in the picture? Got a dragon on it. This has an HDMI in the back. I think this only got, I mean, this looks fine. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, if you're alright with that. It's not include Dragon. This is an SSD. Wait. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's an SSD. It's not even a terabyte. But, it comes with 16 gigabytes of DDR4. I don't know how fast. Well, it could be default. DDR4 speed, maybe. I think that's... Is that 300? No. It's some number over 1,000. But it does have a 3050 in it. I think those have 6 gigabytes of VRAM. I'm not sure. Let me check. 3050 mobile specs. 4 gigabytes. It's still probably better than what you had. So you didn't have a graphics card, but another thing you can try is get a Steam Deck and turn it to your computer. It doesn't run Windows, mind you, but still, that is an option. It's fine, can you stop searching? I don't want to make you feel tired. Nah, it's not gonna make me tired. Actually, I should be doing music stuff in a moment. Didn't know they would be that expensive now, because the one I have right now, we're like over 500 bucks with Intel i7. It seems like there are options, but yeah, you'll have to be, this has a 4050 in it. Actually might be better, hold on. How much does a 4050 have? 4050 mobile. Max Q. 6 gigabytes? Alright. But there's a Max Q version. They're usually worse than the normal ones. So, this seems like it would be overall better. Oh, hi, and welcome to this stream. Just by use laptop RAM and use an adapter to slap it in regular motherboards. Welcome to this stream. I was helping Max on finding a laptop. You might be better for this. For a budget laptop for graphic design. Well, welcome to this stream. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm sure there's something out there for you. I know in Mexico I can find some used, but in good condition laptops. As long as they're in okay condition. Probably with used laptops, you want to make sure that, they're cleaned out and stuff. Hello, a budget laptop with graphic design in mind. That's what he's looking for. I'm probably not the best at looking for a graphic design laptop. I mostly want new ones. Yeah, because I know you can get some laptops with some gaming performance in it too. But yeah, if you happen to recommend something good, we'd appreciate it. Oh, that reminds me. I have my piano ready for music. Oh, it even works. Well, I'd aim for something with an i5 R5 with an RTX 2050. At least an RTX 20. You see, I found something with them. Yeah, I just found a laptop with a 4050 in it, which has a i5 Raptor-like processor in it. I'm losing my tongue, chat. Roughly 300, 400, or sometimes less. Alright, well, in that case, if you're willing to buy for that value, that wouldn't be bad. I'm checking Amazon, though. You could probably look on them. I don't know what store you use for Mexico, Max. N. You said N. with the thing on top. But yeah, with 360 bucks. And yeah, Acer Aspire. These don't have GPUs. If you can find, well, actually, let me get rid of this. You get a MacBook, except that's not 300 bucks. No. Let's see. I also like to play games. Yeah, you do want to play games. Do they have 50, 60, or 50-50 laptops? 50-50? 50-50? Is that a thing? I actually don't know. They have 50-50 laptops, but they're on the pricier side. Damn. Alternately, something with a Ryzen AP. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That's why I was thinking maybe you can get like a Steam Deck, or maybe a ROG Ally or something. But I don't like the ROG Ally because its cooling is. It's not that its cooling sucks, is that for some reason, despite editing it, I can't get it to cool properly. I like also Lenovo laptops. It still feels to me that this. Wow, I know this is just Amazon. But this looks like it could be a good option. Wait a sec. Wait. It's only got 8 gigabytes of DDR5. 16. What? Okay, maybe this isn't that good. I don't know about this one. Hey, we just saw a laptop. That was alright, though. Okay, maybe not this one, because I don't think you should. I think you need at least 16 gigabytes of DRAM. I don't know about this one. Damn, that looked good too. I mean, I guess you can upgrade the RAM. But still, all bad deals. Do you happen to know a good laptop for Max? He's looking for a laptop for graphic design and a little bit of gaming. It does. This is actually working under the hood. But yeah. Um, yeah, it looks like maybe we should check. Maybe you should check Newegg. That might be better for laptops. I thought they had a laptop section. Computer systems. You're doing great with your service. I'm glad that I am helping, or at least trying to. I'm just a VTuber. Hmm. This is an APU, right? The 7030U. I don't know how good it is, though. This has 1 TB SSD. Where's its RAM? Oh, it's right here. It actually has 32 gigabytes. A VTuber with principles? A VTuber with principles would be pretty base. This looks like it could be good. Plus an AP would be good. I just don't know how good this APU is. Just get anything that use performance FSR for 800p. But yeah, this looks like it's possible. It is 569. But yeah. But yeah, this is an HP 14. It's just hard to choose after all. It's a lot of money. It sure is. It's alright. These are fun. This is an Intel 13420H. It's probably not better than the Ryzen APU. MSI Thin 15 gaming laptop 15.6 FHD. Let me look that up. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. And then... Wrong mouse. Ah, shit. That's right. That's for a different computer. Alright, let's see. Let me highlight the comment so it doesn't look weird in the chat. Ah! MSI Thin 15.6 13420H 16 GB 4060. Is it this one? What? This one is 700 plus. That could be. This one is $639 on Walmart. That's another option. As much as I hate Walmart. Wait, this is on Newegg. But how do you click on Google links? Let's see. This seems to be the laptop, but it doesn't have as much storage. I mean, you can always upgrade the storage or the RAM, but the RAM is alright. But wait, this isn't a 4060. Damn. 4060. Wait. Actually, now I think about it. Yeah, fuck this thing. That thing is 800 bucks. Ew. I'll give you permission to post the links. That's fine. Only problem is, this computer is, from my test bench. So I can't just bring the link in to blow up on screen. But I can do it on my main computer. Well, my streaming computer. Maybe it'll help out Max at least. Max can check out, the links posted if he wishes. Thank you, my base to God. I have become a god, chat. In the meantime, I'll leave it to Ann and Ego. I want to do music stuff. It's too bad the things are so... yeah, that's right. This is still glitching the GUI for some of these VSTs, but it doesn't matter. I think. We can always use Xenology for... wait, does that glitch too? It sure is. I haven't fixed this yet. Fuck. I have this though. You're familiar with the JV 1080 or well, this is the XV 580. I believe a lot of games from, was it N64 era? Maybe PS1. think to some of the Sega consoles used samples of the JB 1080 as well. It'll sound like 90s video game music, basically. Even this piano, which the octave should go up. Yeah. If you pay 500 entry, then your only choice is an Acer or all AMD laptop. Yeah, that's why I was thinking, well, Anne was thinking, and I was thinking now that, an AMD with a, APU is probably better. Yeah, I had an Acer laptop before, but didn't went so well. OFC was like 20 years ago. Yeah, that is a long time. That means you're old. Why is my piano? Let me get this dust in between the keys. It is gross. I don't even know what the hell music I'm making, but we're gonna do something. Clone these. Time to make trance music? I don't know, by making something. Let's see. I think this has drums in it too. It's small, but at least this GUI I can see. Drums. I know there are drums here. Ah. There are some drum samples. We got house, jazz, pop, power, drums, rave, orchestra set. And there's XV sets too. There's a Rust kit. Bully kit. Called Bully kit. I need to cough hard so I can prove it. The cough, yeah. He gave me the cough. Sorry. Imagine doing happy hardcore. That would be something. I also like drums. This is the first time I'm using the micro lab on stream. But it seems I'm gonna have to or drum and bass. Bass sounds good. Trying to see through the chat box is a challenge on its own. Yeah, we got some electric snares. This one's kinda deep, isn't it? I don't know why it's not. 720p and FSR is your friend. FSR is definitely your friend. But, I still think that, good hardware is good. If you ever want drum advice, I'm one hey old man away. Hey old man. What's your drums recommend? Well, I can't really put new drums on here now, but yeah. I like Synology's drums, but the GUI is a little funky. Where are they? I can't see. Drum. I'll just put kit. I can't see, chat. Oh, I can see this though. This is a power kit. Is being 32 old? I think you're younger than me, actually. Damn. Ah. This is power kit indeed. Nah, homie. But, I don't think it's... I mean, when I'm in the 30s, it's old. When anyone else is in the 30s, it's young. Yes. Everyone is in their 30s in my chat. Imagine being 30. Can't be me. Well, it was my birthday recently. I'm in my mid-30s now. God damn. It sure feels like shit. I'm 29. I move faster than the young guys at my job. Well, yeah, I think you're still on the young side. One more birthday away, and you become a boomer. You're from 1991. You're actually older than me then. Damn. You might be somewhat older. You might be. Hold on a sec. Velocity is what matters. Isn't it? At least I thought so. Maybe I should use something a little more standard. Some drums. I wish I can see. But no. I'm trying to not have a broken GUI, except I gave up on that. Once I fix, when I put the Miku motherboard in, I'm gonna Miku the fuck out of it and fix all the music software. I don't really know why it's doing that. This sounds more promising and still hard. What kind of music do I make? I'm still technically an amateur. But, a lot of people say that, my music sounds very video game-ish. So the music that, let me see if I can pull up, so this song, right? I made this one. This is for my, this is my background theme, right? This one too. This was my, starting soon screen before I switched it. Which I also made. And, let's see. This is an alternative of, the one I had. I don't know why they're so low. This is my, seasonal one. This is more jazzy, but yeah. That's from my main theme. Anyway. And I still have music here, which will take forever to load. But, but yeah, these are all OCs. Wait, actually, I'll just make something. We'll figure this out. I'm musically challenged. I can't sing. And if I could sing, I can sing. I can't sing. I can't sing, chat. I have more impressive stuff in here, but there's also my YouTube channel. You can find various remixes and original songs on my YouTube channel. You can find them in the playlist. On the YouTube playlist tab, I can sing, but a little. I should put out those old generate. I remember you made those. Ever since you made that, I've been using AI for, my videos. My latest, video, the Miku motherboard unboxing and the, 1080 Ti video I made. It might not sound like it, but, I made AI of my own voice. And, What that did was clean up the voice. I had to do a lot less cleaning up of the sound. And more importantly, it doesn't sound like shit. I'm not getting 100 dislikes this time. So that's cool. These are too generic. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe. That something doesn't sound right. Well, I'm in your stream long. I didn't expect a good December is being nice to me. Awesome. What time is... Oh, if you guys happen to like this stream, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Something don't sound right. Imagine subscribing. I know, be amazing. Maybe this is better. Unreal. Showing up in each other's streams couldn't be me. Did I subscribe? I hope so. You should subscribe to Generva because if you don't, then you're not subscribed to Generva. Or codename Catfish from YouTube. Wait, I should put the thing on. Where's the fucking ding 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 thing? I suppose I love the lolly. Yeah, that is what you like. You like the cute and funny. That is one reason to subscribe. It needs bass, chat. It needs bass. Where's Trillion? I can't read my... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I happen to be fall under the legal lolly. Now, technically, as long as they're anime styled, I think all lollies are technically legal. Since none of them are real. And they're drawings. The realistic ones is probably more questionable. But obviously, fictional ones... Yeah, I don't really care about their, age. Let's see. Alright. I almost put flat bass. Norway failed us when he arrested the guy for the lolly game. Yeah, that is a big L. A huge L. I'll try cutting the notes into 1/4, then shifting them up a note, see them bounce. You mean... Oh, that's why his weirdest drum is on? Let's see. Oh, right. 1/4. It's 1-2 step. It's still fitting a 1-2 step style. Whatever. Let me work on this bass. Why did it lag? See, I don't usually use FL Studio 20, whatever this is. I use fucking FL Studio 11. Hmm. This is a long. Huh? Let's see. What? I used the oldest version of FL Studio. Damn! It's older than my FL Studio 11. Isn't it? FL Studio 1? I don't even know where to find that. Let's see. I know I have to fix the velocity, but FL Studio Mobile? That is an interesting. I never use FL Studio Mobile. Wait, that's too hard. I really should try and get it to. It's too low. I'm completely going randomly with this. Well, I use 10 sometimes, and now I'm using 12 and 20. Ow. I hurt my knee. But yeah, I used to use 10, then I used 11, which are, well, 11's probably the last classic-ish or mid-classic version of FL Studio. I don't know why this is glitching out. I think it has something to do with I keep fighting with the scaling of this app on this computer for some reason, and that's probably why I have a bunch of display errors. I don't even think it has anything to do with FL Studio. I think it has something to do with fucking Windows. I don't really get it. Oh my, I just grown as weirdo guy here sharing stuff. You're fine. Just don't share too much personal info or yeah, don't do that. Ow. I can already tell doing remakes is not as easy as people think. Yeah. Making songs I find to be. Oh hi Vector, welcome to this stream. Hope you're doing well. We talked about RAM, looked at laptops, talked about the processors. Now I'm just doing whatever the hell I'm doing. But welcome to this stream. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well. In a bit, yeah. Those knees are fragile at your age? Oh, absolutely. Feels like I'm about to lose my legs. It's important to keep your weight down. Fortunately, I'm not 300 pounds, so. But I still think it's important to try and keep your weight down. I've been considering getting a ThinkPad for a normie job. That is an option. If you can find one at a good price. I just want a laptop so I can just chill laying down. You could do that. Why not get a Steam Deck? That way you don't have to put it when we can lay down with your head looking at the ceiling. I think ThinkPads are still alright. It really depends on. It could depend on. Well. Hold on. I don't know if I like what I am doing. Whoops. I'm gonna put this out of the way to know. This needs some bounce. This is how I've been thinking about doing music collabs because it'll be easy to produce more. I've been trying to bump on BandLab, but I need some for that. Yeah, it seems like it takes a bit of planning because, I don't know. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do music collabs. Since people's music softwares are different, I imagine that you're sending samples. Maybe I should go for a different bass line. I don't know. I haven't figured out the bass yet. Hoping some PCs I'm selling sell for Christmas. Nice to have some holiday money. That would be good. I think I know what laptop. Oh, you figure it out? Acer or HP, since I can find original prices, pieces, in case I have some malfunction. That's actually another thing to consider. Yeah. Is to see if parts are available. Especially if fans go bad. Actually, yeah, I guess if Anna's selling PCs, maybe he'll have something for you that'll work. But they're not laptops, though, are they? Probably not. I have 2 listings on eBay, no laptops. Yum. See, I have to get in the mood to make something good. I hate it. I wish I could just make anything off the cuff, but that's why I worry that music streams might not work out. I have to pre-make something, which I did. I think. Nah, I ain't saving it. Let's see. I think this is the one I made initially before my birthday. The Noble Legion apps are very well built and amazing. Yeah. Alright, things take forever to load on this fucking thing. Ow. I forgot to retweet the stream. Damn, I should go and do that. Alright. It's taking forever to load. Yeah, when I set up the Miku computer, I really gotta fix FL Studio and, or rather, Windows' display. Oh yeah, it was this one. This I used a different base, but still, whoops. It's still in trillion. This is where we left off. I made this on stream. Sounds dope. What's this? I was getting somewhere with this, wasn't I? It loops, kinda loops alright too. Sounds like a simple reunion with your old friends. Yeah. So I made this up to this part on stream. But yeah, it's dope. I'm surprised at it. Oh, I was using it as a lead. That's why it's quiet. Because this isn't in fourths. At least I thought it was. Hold on. Yeah. Because this isn't a third side. What is this? Third step? No, it wasn't on third step. It might have been fourth step. But it's got a swing to it. That's why I was using these for reference. That's why this is here. The sounds is these. But yeah, I remember. I worked on this on my birthday. It's dope. I wonder if we can do more. This is putting the octave higher. Maybe. This. Damn it, before I go, at least, you were here for a pretty good amount of time, though. I appreciate that you're here. Now, how am I gonna do the next part? That is the question. I do not know, chat. It's a lot of thinking, chat. Gotta go back to reality. God, reality sure is a pain in the ass. I will say, though, that when you're on Twitter a lot, or doom scrolling for Twitter, somehow, reality feels like an escape. Until it isn't. It's crazy. So, would she be a milk lolly or a hag lolly? The correct term is lollybaba. Lollybaba is the right word. That is the hag lolly. I've been on Twitter recently. If you see my posts, I probably haven't because the Twitter algorithm is horrible. Especially if you haven't posted in a long time. If you're not already popular, they'll bury the fuck out of your posts. Unless I go to your page specifically, I most likely won't see your tweets. And because Twitter's a pain in the ass. Now, granted, it was always like that. But something Elon did to the algorithm really messed it up. For some time now. I've been shadow banned for like 5 years straight, right? That's another problem. There are people who are shadow banned from the original administration of Twitter. And, I don't know if they'll ever be unshadow banned. I am no popular, unfortunately, but I have a lot of haters. Yeah, me too. When I beat it up Gogeta on Twitter, I probably have a lot of people that didn't like that. But yeah. But yeah, what was I doing? Oh, right. I feel like I need the bathroom. Actually, this is a good opportunity to show off another song. So I'll be right back. Like 2 minutes. I'll be back. I'm back. Oh, you left. Alright. Take care, Max. Have a good one. Alright. Um, while we got time, need to find a way to pad out this stream. There was other stuff, but, that I showed. I think I showed all these on my birthday. I wish I bought the other stuff here. I really should name these songs better. That would be a start. Like, the song that I made for the Blast Evolution trailer is missing. At least I think it's missing. But yeah. Now these are old OCs. The ends are with my newer ones. Even though I don't know if they're really that new. But yeah. Because I had some cool stuff on my other computer. I don't know if, I don't know, I have to look into... When I make the Miku computer, it's something I definitely gotta see and, fix. If I can put FL Studio 11 on the Miku computer, something I can actually work with, that would be quite something. What's this? Oh, right. I know how to finish this. Y11? Well, I was working on. I was using FL Studio 11 to make all my stuff, cause I ain't tried other FL Studios beyond that. So what you're hearing here is mostly converted FLP files from FL Studio 11. I just find 11 easier for me to work with. It's also hurting my eyes less, but that could be the theme. I try to make more Miku theme, boy. I don't know. This is a default theme. I found these themes on the internet. I'm losing my voice already. Oh, hi Zippy, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I think originally this was supposed to be for when I was looking at specs in the videos, but I was kind of on them. Oh, you got a 30 DTI 12GB on the way. Awesome. I just got myself a fish at drums. I just got myself a 9800 X3D for my Miku motherboard. Yeah. It's gonna be hype. And I am trying to put more music stuff on it. That would be dope. None of my remixes are here either. Which also sucks. Because I would like to show you one of them. A little more time. Alright. Thanks for coming out to this stream. I hope you have a good rest of your day and week. And, have a good one. I don't know if I'm streaming Saturday yet. I might skip the Saturday stream. I don't know yet. To focus on getting that motherboard ready. Stream more often? I don't know. I feel like if I was doing better as a streamer, I would. But I don't know if I should do that. More importantly, if I stream more often, it'll take projects time away from my other projects. Oh yeah, I like this one. It's loud though. I should have put a volume warning. Actually, I can lower the volume, right? Where's the volume knob? Well, I mean, I guess I can use the stream's volume knob. Let's see. At this point, I'm just entertaining myself when I feel like streaming. Also, mood projects or is streaming really a mood? Yeah. If I was a better streamer, I'd be willing to stream more often. This is a villain theme for something that I'd like to finish one day. I have a plan for this, but I'll save that for some extended lore stuff. You can see that there's more here, but I ain't finished it yet. But this loop is nice. Look at that. I think I had a non-swing version too, but yeah. Sounds like Red Hot Chili Peppers higher ground. Shit, yeah, that's another problem with making your own music. Is that it ends up sounding like other people's music. And if YouTube sees that, they're not gonna like you very much. And it's gonna suck. But yeah. I'm hoping with my new streaming setup, my streams will become much better, but I just kinda wish I did this in January. No music is new music anymore. What's the name of that? Well, this is FL Studio 20 something. I think it's 25 or something. 24. It's some version of FL Studio that's new. There's a free version, I believe. And there are paid versions. But yeah, I mostly use VSTs. A lot of them not from FL Studio. But yeah. It feels like I'm missing. There should be like a solo button. This is bass. Yeah, bass. The bass is kind of simple though, but it does the job. But yeah, this bass specifically works well with the drums, so anyway. It's weird. How come the OBS chat is not updating? There we go. This is already set to live chat here. That's good. Oh no. I fucked it up. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot to think about when it comes to VTubing. Because I feel like I have blundered. That's not the right word. Anyways, I feel like I fucked up a lot. Especially while I was trying to fix my voice thing. And, yeah. I have to find a way to build myself back up. I think the videos are okay. But, I think the videos are technically better than they ever were. They at least still get traction. Especially the 1080, TI videos is done very well. Yeah, my videos are fine. It's streaming. That's the meh part. Videos are always better for bringing in new people. Yeah, that is true. That, and just in general. My videos are straight up better than my streams. If there was a way to make my streams as good as my videos, I would, but I was never really a live performer or a social person. That's how I found it. Yeah, which is good. I treat streaming as filler content. That's what I was treating it. I mean, I am treating it that way, but still. But VTubers take streaming so seriously, which is fine. It's just their perception. Some VTubers' perceptions they put on other VTubers and stuff, and it's, yeah. Like, as far as I'm aware, Kazune Ai made videos first. Right? Kazune Ai. Or you can make a separate channel for chopping and stream into segments. I should do that. I haven't really found the time to do that. I also hate listening to my voice on streams. I mean, not really as much as I used to. We used to be virtual YouTubers. Yeah. Then the Twitch streamers showed up. This Twitch Nation. But yeah. But it's mostly the post-COVID, tourists. Both the VTubers and fans of post-COVID tourists have mostly messed up the scene. Yeah, and a VTuber. He's also a tech tuber. You should follow, and subscribe to Heroin. He focuses on, budget builds and low-end, tech stuff. I think you'll enjoy, his streams and videos as well. I think he has a little more experience with computers than I do. Yeah. Yeah, you can plug yourself in if you wish. But yeah, Anne is cool. Don't eat the thermal paste. Yes. That is the wisdom that he has gained from his experience with computers. There are channels dedicated to make affordable PCs with old parts. They do very well. Yeah, and Anne does that pretty well, I think, as well. But yeah, I think you'll like Anne's channel. And Anne in general. He is also a VTuber. I think he's been a VTuber for longer than I. But yeah, I don't know if he did the tech thing before I did. I'm not sure. But yeah. You can just click on his channel right here. You can go to channel if you wish. Yeah. He is cool. I think we only collabed once. We could do something else. That would be cool. At least I'm still doing them being YouTuber stuff. Oh yeah, and Pedro's you have a VTuber avatar, don't you? I thought it was a 3D one. I don't think you have an L2D. I can't do. I still need to get a 20GB hard drive. That might be easier said than done. I think it's 20GB hard drives, HDDs, 20 TB. There you go. I was gonna say 20 GB. Good luck finding one that doesn't rip you off. Yeah, I don't have a 2D VTuber model yet. Oof. I think it's a miracle that I have made mine. I made these VTuber models myself. For those that don't know. but yeah. This is my newest model. I finally have a booth form. Glowing eyes and everything. Indeed. And they move too. Now granted, I don't think it's anything like the other. My models are nowhere near as good as most other VTubers or especially LootTubers. There's no naked stuff under these models, cause I can't draw for shit. But yeah. Are you gonna get our RAM back from the Grinch? That would be good. Hi Kindred and welcome to this stream. I hope you're doing well. If I could get the RAM from the Grinch, that would be good. But yeah. So, for those that don't know, I started with my lolly model. I was only making videos. I was also not called Generva Nicoletti at the time because I didn't actually think of a name for this VTuber yet. But I was codenamed Catfish. I'm still codenamed Catfish. Just that the VTuber also has a non-code name. That is Generva Nicoletti, which I thought of in 2022. But I debuted as codename Catfish for a year. And had the worst voice ever. Hell, why don't we look at we could look at my old videos if you wish. What the hell is that noise? Need a drink. Power could be possible. I wouldn't be able to play Roblox because I don't think I want to touch Roblox at this point. Let's see, code name Catfish. You can see what I used to sound like. I debuted in January of 2021. There's an AI version. I did think of... Yeah, the catfishing part wasn't mine because, technically, I'm a Babaniku, so... Let's see. Yeah, this is what I looked like when I debuted. I did play Roblox once and already had that once. Oh. Could be yours, could be Zippy. Old video rabbit hole, let's go. That's the past haunting you? Oh yeah, it's haunting me. I remember that old voice you had since you made that debut. It's an AI, that's weird. You should give this a like. Actually, don't give it a like. This video's embarrassing. So, what I did was I made a small music introduction. I made this song too, and I made this mostly in MS Paint and Photoshop. And I started using Premiere Pro too. coming off of Windows Movie Maker. But yeah. This part I thought was pretty... I thought this was the fun part. You can see how I became a robot. So, the story here... if you guys remember the second crypto boom of 2020 and 2021... Or rather, this is a little bit before the crypto boom. But I did hear about the crypto cucks getting all the GPUs. Yeah. You push F5 to try and see if the button goes on them. It's viable, but yeah. My eyes are slightly more cyan than in this sprite. I paid $3.50 tax, and ship was $50. Ship was more than shipping for my 30th FML. Damn. Yeah. This is how I debuted, chat. I thought it was pretty funny, but yeah. Yeah, this was of course, this is during COVID too, so things got expensive. I might flesh out this particular part in my extended lore video, but we'll see. But yeah, this is where I got abducted. Yes. Then I started benching old GPUs. Yeah. Oh yeah, scalping dead was horrible. I just hope the RAM stuff isn't as bad, or it doesn't get worse. Yeah, I was using sound fonts. So yeah, there's some Genesis. There's a Genesis bass in the snare, I think.
And that's how I became.
That's why I sound like chat. This is what I look like too.
To
Look at that.
name Catfish.
Greatest, right?
I am Catfish. As you can see,
This is so cringe to
I'm
watch.
neither cat nor fish. I'm robot. Now that I am robot, I should be able to get a video card easy.
You'd sound like a turtle.
Like the
Well,
other
kinda.
robots.
There was a
Except
there's a software called Melodyne, which I end up stop using after this video. I don't remember it being this bad, right? It's horrible. But this is how I debuted, chat. I wonder how. And you wanna know why I did this model? All I did is not so bad. All I did was move the eyebrows over, and suddenly, and these two things, and suddenly everything worked. But yeah. I thought it was horrible.
if I'm going to complain, I might as well have fun with it. I would have
Yes.
loved to have an RTX 3080, specifically the Founders Edition. It looks
I didn't
like
get
a
the Founders
video card
Edition.
the protagonist would have.
Clownfish had a
hope you
decent robot
enjoyed my
voice though.
weird sprite music
I was using
video.
I forgot what it's called.
By
Fuck.
the way, it was supposed to be a voiceover intro to my channel, but it didn't go as planned. So originally,
Nothing ever went as
I
planned.
wanted to make a tech channel of some sort,
I kinda
but
F-keys with it actually.
everything keeps getting ever more expensive
But yeah.
and out of stock. So it's probably not worth the investment at the moment. In the meantime,
But yeah, I
I'll
was
have to
using
try out doing other kinds of
I managed to
content.
grab a 2060
Maybe I could
Super.
make more crappy music videos if
You can just see going through clanker puberty.
I can think of subjects for them. Oh, by the way, I
Yeah, there was
also made this
Melodyne
LTD
used.
model.
But that wasn't the
Do you
VC,
like
that was
it?
the effect.
It's presentable, but I'm not quite satisfied with it yet. It still needs some work. Some of you might think my
Which
voice is
I
messed
did
up.
work
I'm
on it.
hoping to improve it over time. Well,
But something interesting is, my hair isn't that different. The shading is a little different from here in the jacket and stuff. But for the most part, I use the same parts as my current
I
model.
hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not even sure if I can consistently make content, considering how
Well,
long
I
it
can't
took me to make
consistently
all
make
this stuff for
content,
this
so
video. But I hope
yeah.
you're willing to stick around. I admit it's a hell of a time to make a debut on the internet, but I have
Yep,
an idea.
that was
If I can
during.
become the
Oh yeah,
main character
this
of
is
the
where I
internet,
want to become
I
the
can get
main
plot armor,
character, chat.
and I'll do just
I don't know if I mean, I still am the main character technically. Look at that, I'm live. Wow. But I think I dropped a Melodyne after the Alienware video. I made some music loops, but I couldn't find them. And I tried to use this. And it's only got 2 likes, chat. I was testing model movements. I thought it was dope. And the auto-tune makes me back more. I can imagine just using that. As today, if I use that today, it'd be the worst thing ever. But yeah. Can just... I read that, my bad. I have these songs somewhere. There's FLPs in my other computer. I have to find them. There's another one too. I'll let you look at that. I think here I dropped I dropped Melodyne, but still use a voice
video
changer.
cards are only...
Oh yeah, I was cringe too. I'm gonna skip that.
They're all still out of stock.
This is what I sound
so
like.
Hard to give $700 to a corporation.
This is why it's whining,
Even
chat.
if you manage to get them, chances are, unless you're playing Cyberpunk or something, you're probably not even playing a next generation game at all. You know.
I sound way more nasalier than I remember, chat. But yeah.
Because delays.
I was whiny. I'm still somewhat whiny, but not as much.
At least you can buy Nintendo Switch. They actually recovered from their stock issues.
Yeah, I remember, yeah, even the Switches were having the games were having stock issues during, COVID, because everyone was going and hunkering down getting video games. I think the Switch was the first one that recovered from the stock issues during COVID, right? At least I thought so. It must have, otherwise I wouldn't have said that. Also, the way I did my tech videos, I was just throwing out random games. They're not as organized as my current tech videos.
I don't want my Alienware to be a Failienware.
I'm just gonna pretend we didn't saw that cringe. I am far more cringe, are you sure? I think I'm pretty cringe here. But yeah.
Dynamic or infinite FPS besides benchmarking purposes.
It was interesting that, we all cringe, don't worry. I'm still cringe, just completely different cringe. Failienware. They're still making Failienwares, chat. Well, I don't know about the newest ones, but, some Alienwares, have some question. Well, I don't know. There's some videos you can see. I think there were some tech channels that were showing some of the Alienware desktops. One day you're going to look back on this and think it's cringe. I'm doing that right now. This is cringe. I hate the RGB tax. It's horrible.
CFPS, especially with its high settings. It seems to jump between the 30s
Monster
and
Hunter
40s,
World.
though. But yeah, you see what I mean? It
Did you
feels
hear
like
Dell
I'm
has
playing on a console,
gone to a Linux focus?
slightly
That's
better.
interesting.
Check it out. You can even play Cyberpunk
I did dumb
with
voice
it.
impressions with it. Yeah. Anyway, I also made this, which had nothing to do with tech stuff. But you get the point. Then I got my shit together after this video. Or this video. I don't remember. And then, yeah. But I'll leave the cringe up. So you can see. So people can see the change of Geneva then and now. Or Codename Catfish then. and Generva now. But yeah. I was bold enough to put this Koikatsu video up. The rest is history still. Yeah, if you want to check these old videos out, I'll leave it to your own time. But yeah, so yeah, you're a little familiar with the older ones I just showed. So when you look at, the newer stuff like this, do you remember when you can just walk into a store
see the
or
difference,
shop
chat?
online and find a new graphics card?
Not just that, my video editing went up too.
Yep, those were the days. Now it's 2025. Games are reaching 80+ bucks. Prices of
This
current
is
gen
way
consoles went
less
up,
cringy
and
to
of
watch,
course,
isn't it?
GPU prices went
I
way
think
up.
so.
And these are just their normal prices, which they're
The
never
prices
sold
are
at,
cringe.
by the way. And
But
you're
yeah.
like, ew. I'ma just keep my 1080 Ti. If you had one, can you? It's old. But yeah, you get the point. The difference is night and day, chat. But when you level up, the world is still much higher levels to spare. If it wasn't for all the shit if I didn't put my shit together, I don't think I would ever, pass 2,000 subs, chat. I'm sure eventually, I gotta start somewhere. But your old stuff is good too. I think it's cringe. I think, I mean, I don't think it's bad in nature. I just think that it is cringe. But yeah, it's weird. I look at this and suddenly, I feel a little better about myself. And I didn't start doing music stuff until, well, actually I was always doing music stuff. I posted this is my first, music remix. And then eventually this. Which, both of them actually are doing pretty well. I always enjoy Generva's videos, he put a lot of effort into them. I had to. This video, right? I don't think you can see it here, but, this has almost 100 dislikes. But also has over 100 likes. But this monitor is broken, chat. This ultra-wide monitor, where is it? There should be a picture of it. Yeah, this one. I left this monitor too.
The height of whatever 1600p is in total. It has
But yeah.
6,144,000.
I don't know if I was trying to do a monitor review or a 3080 benchmark, but I just slapped shit together. That's what I was doing before. At least I thought so. But yeah.
Pixels. That's a lot of pixels.
It's a lot, but I think it's still less than the standard 4K monitor. But anyway. But yeah. I was playing Honkai more back then, and I still love the game. It's just yeah, I don't play as much anymore. The Honkai Impact 3rd. But anyway. Yeah. You know, you put a lot of effort in your old stuff. I put a lot of effort making cringe. But yeah. Actually had gems back then, chat. But anyway. So yeah, this video ended up getting a lot of dislikes and complaints about my voice in the comments. But yeah, I got some okay comments, but yeah. There were some nice people, but there was a lot of complaints here. Oh yeah, there was a complaint on my cable management, which is actually understandable. I have terrible cable management. Oh yeah, your comment is here. There you are, there's Pedro. Too bad this monitor is fucking broken. I can't believe I broke it. My iPhone fell on the monitor and broke the screen. The cable management comment is valid. Yes. My cable management isn't very good. It still isn't very good. Pedro from 3 years ago? Yes. It is Pedro from 3 years ago. Yeah, Pedro was one of the first VTubers that I met as a VTuber on YouTube. So it's pretty dope that he's still around. I think that is awesome. But yeah. Yeah, this got 10 likes, chat. So I had to get my shit together. Still, I thought my voice here was better than back then.
And pixels. That's a lot of
This is still a long
pixels.
time ago.
The monitor is able to go up to 144 hertz.
I always
and it
still around
uses
more.
FreeSync.
I appreciate it. You've been very awesome. Anyway. For this, this is before I was working on the boob form, but this is 3 years ago. But I didn't debut the boob form until considerably later. Here. So I was working on this for a little, I think it was about 2 years, right? The boob form. But yeah. This video actually did pretty alright. But my voice settings weren't different. Were they? I don't think so.
So I've been looking for a laptop within.
This is a this laptop I haven't used again since last year is when I stopped using it. But I still have it. This had a 6GB 3060. And I remember there were TDP differences with the laptops. You had the same cooler. Yeah, this is I forgot who made this, but yeah. This is pretty nice. It did what it had to do. But eventually it was useless. Yeah, these light up. You have the same cooler, it's pretty dope. Why is this here? I don't know why that happens in chat, sorry. And it didn't go in the chat, did it? No. Hello, Akai Suzume, welcome to the stream. I miss my MSI GT80 Titan. I miss my old MSI laptop too. I gave it to family. He actually took good care of it. At least the hardware, the software is all gunked up. The laptop works just fine. It just doesn't have a lot of VRAM.
Has an Intel 12th gen processor, a sizable.
This is my first Raptor Lake device. No, it's Alder Lake.
The machine
It had a 12th gen, that's Alder Lake.
The Predator Helios 300.
My editing was better. And this... My intro never really changed, besides the, text here.
Codename Catfish. And as you can see,
but yeah.
I am neither cat nor fish.
In this video, I pretty much...
And today, I'll be talking
what?
about
Mine
this
had 2
laptop I
GPUs?
just bought
Had
from
2
Amazon
GPUs in your
at a
laptop?
discount. It's the 2022
I didn't even know
version of
that was a
Acer's
thing.
Predator Helios
No, I didn't know
300
that was a thing.
with a 17-inch panel.
I remember when
Now,
I was in
before I go
college,
through this video,
I'm sorry? I remember when I was in college, someone bought this big-ass laptop. I don't even remember how big it was. It was, like, huge. It was the biggest laptop I've ever seen. It was some sort of, I don't remember who made it. But it had, like, a full mechanical keyboard in it. It was crazy. It might have had, 2 GPUs in it. But I don't remember. But it was huge. I think, yeah, that was 2011 or 2012. GT80 Titan SLI. Was an MSI laptop? What I saw. I don't remember. I'll take your word for it. That's pretty interesting, actually.
Should mention that this is not a sponsored video, nor am I a professional.
Yeah, I never got
I'll make this overview of the
sponsored,
laptop
chat.
to the best of my ability and resources. Here we go.
Yeah, this video actually
So
did
let's
pretty
first
well,
look at
but
its input and output.
yeah.
On its left
One
side,
day,
it has a lock slot, a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port.
I thought this laptop was alright. I think it was a little overpriced though. Actually, I wonder if the price is here. Price is somewhere. I remember, Yeah, apparently Predator Sense lets you do, control the fans and some other stuff, which is pretty dope. Has a mechanical keyboard, 2 GPUs, 24... Maybe you had the same laptop? Actually, let me look that up. GT Titan. Was it, it did kind of look something like, it didn't look like that, though. It was a much more obscure laptop. But yeah, this is also a newer laptop. Is it? I don't know. GT Titan. GT. MSI GT Titan. I'm probably looking at the wrong thing. I don't know. I just remember it was like a huge laptop. Like way bigger than the this laptop. You're looking at the new Titan. Old Titan. Shit. Was it this? This is a thick laptop though. GT82QE. Titan SLI. I wonder if this is it. This was from October 2015. Interesting. Let me see if I can see big laptop. 2012. Let's see. Because I wish I knew what it was. It was the most insane thing ever when I saw it. Like, it was the biggest laptop I've ever seen. I've never seen a bigger laptop. But it was a long time ago. All I had was a shitty ThinkPad. I don't know, one day I'll find it. Because I really want to show you guys. But yeah. This video ended up doing fairly well. So I think my 1080 Ti video will eventually beat it. But who knows? I still think this is the dopest thing I ever done. For those that haven't seen. I made this in Koikatsu and Adobe Premiere Pro. I haven't really made any other animations since. But yeah. This is my first animation. So it kind of makes me want to try other animation software. And other 3D software too. But yeah. It's past 3 shit. Whatever, I'll end after watching this. I made all the music too. I love to see you make a short on Koikatsu animation. I probably should. Well, Koikatsu's a pain in the ass to work with though. Very cute, very funny. I used to do Koikatsu stuff on Pixiv. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few Koikatsu artists I met through Twitter. Which, I don't think I'm anywhere near as good as them. Then again, I did make this. Have you tried using Blender, Cinema 4D, or After Effects? I used Blender once back then, but couldn't figure it out. I used After Effects for my music videos. But that's to just get the, base moving thing. I haven't really used anything beyond that. I remember when you made my old long Koikatsu, I still have that. I think I had made someone else, but I don't remember. But yeah, let me look at that. Who can, yeah. Admittedly, I don't know any other Koikatsu artists that did it. I'm sure they made better animations. Mostly of hentai, but have you ever seen a non-hentai animation look like this? But yeah. God, I miss conversible laptops that double as a side drawing had a buyout for 15, though the stylus was so cute. Was so. Yeah. I don't think I ever had a laptop with a stylus. But yeah. Would use Blender, but someone needs to make a more streamlined KK to Blender export tool. What do you guys think of Autodesk Maya? Or is that too expensive? I think companies use those for video games. Maybe I should try Autodesk Maya. Be one hell of a something if I actually can work with it. You did hentai? I believe it. I think most Koikatsu artists did hentai. Though most I did was upskirts. But yeah. But yeah. I was a bit of the odd one in doing non-hentai on Koikatsu. Oh yeah, there were some... Yeah, that's what Koikatsu is for porn, yes. Kinda reminds me how the Neptunia girls transform and stuff. So, yeah, I base this VTuber on, quite a few things. Especially Neptunia, because I'm a Neptunia fan, right? But yeah. Also, I like this wing animation, which wasn't even a real animation, it was just a screen transition. Mikatsu Sunshine needs a GOG release. I agree. Personally, if you want to get into Koikatsu, excuse me, losing my tongue, my voice. There's some. So you're searching for a Japanese version somewhere, with mods. That's the most ideal version. Don't get the Steam version of Koikatsu. I mean, I think there's mods that can fix it into the more desirable version, but yeah. Your Koikatsu folder is like 150 GBs. Let me check my Koikatsu folder. Let's see. My Sunshine folder. Wait, this isn't my main computer though. My Sunshine folder is 317 gigabyte. Probably full of crap. And redundant stuff, most likely. But yeah. I'm still... Yeah, better repack. Yeah, you're searching for better repack. Yeah, don't get the Steam one. I support free and open source, so I'm not into Autodesk. That is understandable. I really should use Koikatsu. It would be a, interesting. People made all sorts of mods and stuff. A lot of people, I saw people use Koikatsu to make mechs and stuff. I think that's pretty dope. I remember that Koikatsu made a VTuber. Yeah, it was called a VKatsu, but it's all censored or something like that. There were some VTubers that used VKatsu, but I think I came in, way after. So, I never used a VKatsu model. You need the Koikatsu with Matsu, yeah. So you're looking for better repack. That also goes for Honey Select too. Honey Select 2. 2. Yes. Marcos Patch Reps. Bag 19-inch. Drawing tablets are still 200 plus. Blah. I think I paid, I don't know how much my drawing... It was a Wacom, but it's not new Wacom. Niches or any illusion games, really? Yeah. And basically, the repack versions are the, most ideal versions. But yeah. Oh god. I went over 3 o'clock. It's not that much more over, but yeah. So yeah, I need to play with the Miku computer. And hopefully, I get the music software to work out. Why isn't this closing? Oh no. Problem solved. Get the computers to work out. I'm hoping I get FL Studio all fixed up and stuff. I remember when I did research on the Katsuri Pack version with mods. There's a lot. That is big. Yeah, there's a lot of mods. Yeah, it's definitely something to keep in mind. You need space for it. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming out to this stream. I appreciate it. I think this is an overall okay stream, even if it was a little meh. But thank you everyone. Good night. It seems some of the waifu GPUs under 600 on eBay. I have two waifu GPUs, a 4070 Super and that 4060. I think they're nice. I did benchmark streams of them. You're very welcome. I just hope I can get one. I'm sure you'll be able to find it, but yeah. They are big, so you're gonna need some patience. Got the waifu GPUs. Yeah, I have two waifu GPUs and a Miku motherboard. I think my 4070 Super Dragon Girl one is in my Sonic computer right now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. I get the Miku one, but it's 1800 bucks, chat. 1900 bucks, excuse me. I think it's 19. Yeah, it was something like that. It's really stupid. How do you collab and play Katsu? That's just hentai, isn't it? Only costs as much as used car. Yeah, it is a lot. But yeah. Dragon Girl inside Sonic. Yeah, that's pretty much my Sonic PC right now. I haven't really used it in a while, huh? Alright. Well, I better get going because I'm hungry. So thank you everyone for coming out to this stream. If you happen to like this stream, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to share the stream and hit the bell and all that stuff. Yes. Unfortunately, the new computer will not stop the coughings. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Bye everyone. Bye-bye. Bye everyone. Bye-bye. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Bye everyone.